Anonymous.
Oh, this soldier!
What's going on, YouTube, social media world? It's your boy AnonymousBased, and I'm biggity back with a new reaction video. This time I'm here with something brand new from It's Complicated. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give this video a like, share with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites, and if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section. So, we are here with something brand new from It's Complicated. Shout out to you, my brother. And the name of this video is called Alpha Simps. Rules of modern dating and understanding women. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
How is that not just creating more simps?
If you want more whatever, you're gonna get more simps.
It is creating more simps.
Shit, it is creating more simps. Now that I think about it.
Interesting. Alright, let's get into it.
Who sculpts themselves more for the opposite sex, men or women?
Men sculpt themselves for the women all the time.
How?
Well, we try to work on our bodies. We also work on the way we talk to them at home by ourselves in the mirror.
I'd say women, because they got this they got to wear the makeup, they got to do all their fancy stuff, they got to look good, they got to look sexual. There's a lot of pressure on them.
We try to find the best restaurants to take the one you like to a really nice restaurant, and we try to impress them around other men. Sometimes you'll see two men wrestling in front of a group of girls, you know, stuff like that.
Which is more unrealistic, the masculine standards placed on men or the feminine standards placed on women?
I think the feminine standards are much more unfair. I think that historically, just from beauty campaigns and magazine spreads, it's always been like this unrealistic approach to what a woman should be and look like, and it's like completely unfair. It's not to say it doesn't exist for men too, but it's really unfair for women.
Well, what are those standards and who defines them?
Women define them first and foremost, and the standards are mostly they stem from money.
A lot of money. Let's just be
okay.
Upgrade to Google Fiber and pay one simple bill every month.
What about extra fees like installation?
Let's just be real. He got to be in shape. He can't have this. He can't have that.
We got to have money. We got to have a solid home, you know, somewhere we live. We have to have a car. We got to be interesting, have humor, kind of aggressive. We take lead and take control. They want a lot of stuff out of us.
Sensitive, yet gangster, yet, you know, intelligent.
Everything in the book.
You got to be perfect.
Yeah.
If being masculine is a natural process, why are men often shamed to be sculpted that way?
Because society is building a new man. They want I guess, a less aggressive man, just in case the tyranny wants to put their strong arm down on the men and the women. We can't defend our homes, I guess. I don't know.
Are men shamed to be sculpted masculine?
Yeah, they're called beta males, they're called simps, they're called soft, you know?
I don't know. I guess I'm not familiar with this. I don't subscribe to that.
Why do people assume that if you're not successful, it's because you don't work hard?
For like social media gives people false reality sometimes on what they believe. Oftentimes it shows all the like fake good, but it doesn't show the bad that people are going through and everything like that.
I don't think money should equate to success. I think that's what they throw society on. Like, of course, you got money, then you're successful, but if you're miserable, and that goes back to the other question, like if you're going to a job just to pay your bills, but you hate it, you're slowly dying.
It takes trial and error to get somewhere you want to go. No one just starts, you know, anything in one day. It takes trial and error, and you know, some people don't want to be with someone who's building something that's not already set in stone.
If you're not a bodybuilder or a millionaire, does that mean you're not becoming the best man you can be?
Definitely not true. Definitely not true. You can become the best man you could be without being a millionaire, for sure. For sure. Or a bodybuilder, for sure.
If you don't got the money, you're not gonna have the women. You're not gonna have the friends that stay around you with money, because money attracts money. And it's just an all-around shitbag if you don't have your money together. Now, physical attraction and physical attributes, that's always a big thing when it comes to the female perspective.
Yeah.
I guess they're thinking futuristic. Is my child gonna come out with the physical attributes of a strong man, or stuff like that?
What's the difference between men's self-improvement versus sculpting yourself as a tool to be used by women?
The difference is you have to know why you're doing it. Your end goal is very important. If you keep your end goal as yourself being a better version, then the women will always be forced to come second.
Okay.
I think you have goals in your own mind about what you should look like, feel like, act like, and how you should think, versus sculpting yourself for a woman is more like, it's kind of like putting on a show. It's like theater. It's like acting. We do a lot of acting when it comes to dating.
Yeah.
How much more is required for women to be satisfied?
A lot more. Because I think most women are not that satisfied with anything.
How much self-improvement is necessary to be considered a high-level man according to women?
I would say that's up to the person. It's different for every person. I can't say that the same for me is the same for somebody else.
According to most women, the stereotypical is just got to be successful and just make a shitload of money.
Why do you need to be ultra-rich to attract women if you're told to not lead with your wallet?
Because of the expectations that women place on men nowadays. They expect us to be hyper successful and everything outside of the normal and outside of the standard, that now men have to be like that.
It's the easiest. I say that's the easiest way to go to pull women if you're ultra rich.
On their side, no woman wants a broke man, but at the same time, on our side, you got to give me time, baby.
Real women don't care about how much money you make, man. They're not even concerned with that. They're more concerned with your personality, what type of guy you are, what you going to...
Okay. So what this guy in the purple is saying is true to an extent. And the reason it's true to an extent is because at some point, when it gets serious, personality and all that stuff does not pay the bills, man. Gotta have your life together. If a woman's gonna take you serious, if you're trying to get down the aisle and do all that family stuff later on, you gotta have your resources and your priorities in order. And that's a must. So as much as we like to go along with the Disney fairy tale of, she likes me for me and this and that, the reality is you got to have your priorities and your goals closely aligned with your mission. In order for you to get anything in life, you gotta prioritize that first.
Are you fun to be around? Are you cool to be around?
Aren't you more likely to attract gold diggers, which is the very thing we're trying to get away from?
Yes, I definitely believe so.
Yeah, if you got the money, you're gonna attract all the gold diggers. I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah.
You want to be successful, you want to improve yourself, but my honest opinion is all bullshit. Like, I have tons of money, but I don't look like I have tons of money, and that's how I live my life. Now, if I dressed up and had gold everywhere, I'd attract all the women, but none of those women would be sufficient for me because I'm not that type of person.
It's been said that average men are invisible to women, so men must improve if they want to play the game. But also, don't improve for women, improve for yourself. How does that make any sense?
Well, that's a catch-22 right there. Because I'm trying to first improve for myself, because we have our own dreams. Yeah. And then you want to make sure that you're a stronger person for your next wife or your girlfriend or whoever you're trying to intrigue to get somewhere with them. You want to improve. You want to be better,
Who's more delusional? Sexy women who say they dress for themselves or high-level men who say they improve for themselves?
Sexy women.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with the women because, it's easier to dress up than improve.
Don't both do it for the attention of the opposite sex?
They do, but our job is a lot harder in terms of time and money.
Yep. Don't both do it for the attention of the opposite sex?
Yes.
Don't both do it for the attention of the opposite sex?
Of course, but who's going to admit that?
If men have to improve for female validation, how is that not the ultimate form of simping?
Well, let me see. Yeah, it is kind of like simping. You should be thinking about yourself first. And the man upstairs, And then I think that'll attract everybody else that's trying to be in your cipher. But it doesn't always work that way. You know, some people are stronger and some people are weaker, man. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, in some way, everybody's a simp. If you got money, you take a girl to a fancy restaurant. That's simping. You feel me? There's no difference of you being broke. You take a girl to Taco Bell. That's simping. You feel me? But I feel like it's determined on what you think simping is. What everybody thinks simping is. Simping's different for everybody. You feel me?
Well, then why are we shaming simps?
We shouldn't be.
But we are.
You're right. We are.
Does it make sense?
I feel like you can't shame a simp. If you ain't got the money, you can shame them. But if you got the money for it and you able to trick off and do your thing, you can't shame them.
Who's more afraid to admit they're average, men or women, and why?
Man, oh my. Well, this comes from perspective as a man, but like, yeah, I think definitely man, because ego, that's why.
I think women are more apt to say they're average. I think a man's gonna they're gonna puff up their chest, and it's always
If that's true, then why is it that every time you turn around and you ask these women what they rate themselves on a scale from 1 to 10, 9 times out of 10, they're going to call themselves a 10. They're going to call themselves queens and 10s. That's not the equivalent of them saying they're average. Now, with a guy, on the other hand, if we know we don't have our life together, if we know we ain't up here, we just got to accept the reality.
It's always the worst kind of guy that says they're not average too.
Man, I think women are more narcissistic than men.
Thank you. I literally just said that.
Serious, who's taking a million selfies? Who's showing their ass in the mirror 20 times a day, man?
You can ask a woman right now, is she a 1 out of 10? And it's going to be on the higher end of 7 to 10.
Damn, son,
you
where'd you find this?
We're usually more real with ourselves, but we don't put on makeup every day. So
Literally just said that, bro.
As the great Minister Jab, so-called great Minister Jab says, even Jesus can't say these hoes.
So what makes
you think you can do it? Would you rather have one woman who really loves you or a rotation of models you have meaningless sex with?
Myself, one woman I'd really love.
One woman who truly loves me. It's hard to find love, yeah?
One person that loves me for me. I want somebody that likes me like I love myself or loves me like I love myself.
Why do so many red pill men who can't get one woman think they'll end up having a rotation of women?
Because we're delusional. We're delusional.
Because they're getting sold a dream, man, by all these, a lot of different red pillar podcasters that, got cats who really, you beat off every day, all day, and you think that if you get your money up, that now you about to all of a sudden have a personality to start picking up women. Women do like money, but you gotta, I guess the saying is women are marketers and men are salesmen, and you gotta sell it, dog.
Yeah.
I think it's projecting,
I can agree with
if I can't get one woman, I can get any woman I want.
Why would women ever cheat on or divorce high-level men?
Because they found something better, or they were just gold diggers?
Greed, not being satisfied, not being fulfilled, always thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, always trying to find something better, find more, or, she just might be foul. She just might be a foul person, man.
If becoming high value is the end-all be-all, why have so many high-level men been destroyed by our legal system?
Our legal system is somewhat corrupt. I hate to say it, but it's in the favor of women. I wish you could make a change, but it takes all of us.
How do men benefit in the long run by sculpting themselves for a poor quality woman with superficial values?
They don't. It's just a temporary satisfaction of the simping of it. Like they're like, oh, look at my hot girlfriend. But literally when you're saying that, everybody's looking at your hot girlfriend and knowing that you just have her because you have money.
Are these the women to build a future with?
Some of them are. You have to get lucky. That's what I think. I think you have to get lucky.
Why are we trading a lifetime of achieving success for some short-term fun with a bunch of gold diggers?
Because who doesn't love fun?
For some short-term fun with a bunch of gold diggers.
Can't argue with that.
A lifetime of achieving success brings you a lot more happiness than the gold diggers that come with it.
And if so, would it make sense to slut-shame women on top of it?
You shouldn't slut-shame women. I say you ignore them.
I don't slut-shame women personally because I think sluts are like that's an occupation for me, and that's not a bad occupation. So, f it. So
what's going to happen the minute you show weakness or you let your guard down?
they're gonna shame you. That's what they do. That's just how life goes. As soon as you show weakness, somebody's gonna shame you for being weak.
So how is that better than a boss-employee relationship?
It's not, but again, that's how life goes. And if you want to change it, then change it yourself.
Oh, really?
Why does the manosphere spend so much time on self-improvement and men grooming themselves to please toxic women that just want to use them and bring nothing to the table?
I think it's all about the chase. It has a lot to do with where you're at in your life. Some people feel like, I want something better, so I'm going to keep sculpting on myself. Maybe it will attract someone that is better in my mind at the gym or, stuff like that.
Well, self-improvement can't be the answer to the modern woman problem. If
Right.
we've got guys who have finished that mission and made it to the other end, and they're still ended up with the same women problems. I mean, the saying goes,
where'd you find
more bitches,
this?
more problems.
Why are we catering to women's preferences who don't have good values?
Because they're hot sometimes.
How is that not just creating more simps?
It is, but at the same time, that's the world we live.
How does the best basketball player of all time make more money in his retirement than when he was?
Come on, bro.
We live in, and you got to get used to it. If you want more, whatever, you're gonna get more simps.
How is that not just creating more simps?
Shit, it is creating more simps. Now that I think about it.
It is creating more simps. It is, man. And just a bunch of fools who are about to get their heart broken. You know what I mean? Realistically, because it's ill-gotten. It's fictitious means. You know what I mean? It's all fake. It's just a facade. You know what I mean? It's not really you. Or if you strip away all that, what you have, then what are you really? You know what I mean? Are they gonna mess with you then? I doubt it. You know what I mean? Get laid off from your job and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get locked
that's true.
up, see what happens. You know what I mean? Things like that.
It's complicated, it's dope. And the ladies, they want you to change. They want you to really be better than average. Today, yeah, I'm doing my thing. And I know I'm a king, that means I need me talking to queen. And this is the way I'm living my life. The way that I rap, I've been made for the scene. Yo, they want me to really be better than better, like Gucci or Louis or Fendi. It's crazy, it's kind of like Polo. And maybe the logo I'm rocking, I've been with my family. I got a lady, I know she the queen. But I know that she never been average. Why do you think that I woke up this morning and ate me my cabbage? It was some practice. It's just like a movie, they yelling out action. They want me to really be better. And how could I really be better when every day I be bringing home cheddar? The mozzarella feeling better. They told me to send it off all in a letter. And he gave me a question. Here is the answer. Wait, yeah, I've been better. They told me to rap. I never been average. A lot of women, they fake like plastic. And why do you think that I changed the game? And I did it all with some rapping. I don't even curse, no profanity. I got a different energy. Is you feeling me? I gotta put it in calligraphy. And when I rap, I make history. Wait, everybody better Google the answer, because people, they do want some change. Well, if I want change, that means I'm a rapper today. I'ma just do my thing. These women, they said that they perfect. Sephora, wait, Maybelline? So that means that I changed that scene. I only drink water, never been leaning. That means that I wanna be better now. I never ever wanna be average. Freestyle with the practice. I be making the rules. I got the director in the back, and I know it's complicated with the action. And I know that they watching now. Double tap and just drop that comment. Utah, it's dope. You too now. When I did it for the crowd, it's complicated. It's complicated. Freestyle complicated. And he told me that rapping, that means that I did it. I don't even drink, but the lyrics is faded. I keep it 100. It is amazing. Why do you think that a king on the stage? I'm seeing the queens, and they really amazing. I can never ever be average. I'm authentic, non-plastic. If I did it, means I gotta leave it. If I start rapping, preaching like a pastor, God is the reason that I got the power. But look at the camera, it's all in my face. Like I'm a winner, I'm hitting the stage. I keep it 100. I start an earthquake. Shout out to God. Remember to pray. If you pray together, then you stay together. Why do you think that I'm feeling better? Cause God, yo, he really sent the letter. He told me to keep on my hope and faith. Every day, never ever be average. Be better than the others that's really working so hard and they still up at practice. I've been living my life as reality. People, they better just Google me. Never been foolery. Shining like Johnny Dang jewelry. Beat up the beat, knock it down, look at this bullying. Wait, it's complicated. Put me on the microphone with flavor. Everybody here on YouTube, you better double tap now for the greater view. I got a light. Look, the grass is greener, and that means on the other side. And you told me to rap, and I know that it's complicated in my rhyme. And it means that I only got time. The ladies right now, and I know they fine. Give me 10 minutes, but I don't like niggas, no average. I like dimes. It's complicated.
Ooh! Shout out to It's Complicated for coming through with the fire video called Alpha Simps, man. Alright, so first impressions of me watching this one was definitely fire in terms of the line of questioning. Like I always say before, he's always coming through with logic that tends to challenge people's preconceived notions of things. And he's always getting people to kind of look at things from a different perspective from what they may or may not have been used to. I mean, he gets me sometimes too. So this is why I continue to watch the content. I continue to react. I continue to offer up my perspectives as well. I know I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I know I'm not the dumbest person in the world either. And shout out to the guy that was rapping at the end. I don't know you, but you came through with the fire freestyle, bro. Overall, great video, great topics, great conversation, great feedback. This was strictly for the guys. And I want to give one more shout out to It's Complicated for always coming through with the heat, bro.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And with that being said, that's pretty much my reaction, man. So if you like the video, go ahead and give this video a like. Share with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section, man. It's your boy AnonymousBased. Peace.